Hello and welcome. Hello. Picking up. Hello and welcome to the Solana Stadium. If believe you should be able to hear me now. So I think I've got this all sorted correctly for this Enterprise National League North fixture between the bottom two sides of the division, with Alfreton Town coming into this 5 without a win, and visitors Leamington, as I've been told how to pronounce. That's obviously I'm not used to dialect of the area, but Leamington come into this 15 league games without a win. So if you're a betting man, I'd argue a draw will be on the cards for you. But both sides desperately needing that win. A win for Alfreton, potentially taking us out of the bottom four, sorry, potentially as high as 20th, depending on how other games go. Leamington will be looking to catch up to Alfreton and could go 2 points behind Alfreton with a win today. But a quick run from the teams, so just as they are already in the tunnel. But for the hosts, Harry Burgoyne, ever present between the sticks, Nathan Newell and captain Adam Lund, with Jack Kleckie and Max Hunt filling up the back line, with George Cantrell, Lewis Salmon and Bailey McCann, with Kieran Wallace at last defender produce. Sia Legenza and Mark Beck look to be in a 4-4-2. And for the hosts, for the visitors, Leamington, we've got Eddie Breary in between the six. We've got Dan Meredith and Josh Quainer at the fullbacks. Looks to be Josh Tomlinson wearing the 6. Number 7 will be Miro Pass. And the skipper, number 10, Ewan Williams. Number 11, Tim Birridge. And 14, Seb Thompson. Number 20, Dylan Mitchell. 23, Archie John Kraut. And 25, Frank Tatum. As both sides make their way out, led by the referee David Jones, the 2 assistants of Matthew Bacon and Tom Bingley. The man tasked with the job to keep both managers in check, Callum Timpley, I'm sure to get an earful from both managers. Leamington's manager, Paul Holloran, has been a manager since 2003-04. It's his managerial career spans as long as I've lived. So a man, a lot of experience. He's seen all kinds of highs, all kinds of lows before in his time at the helm of multiple clubs. Currently finds himself in charge at Leamington Town. Over 700 games at Leamington. As they line up in their nice blue, all blue away kit, normally in amber and black, of course. Alfreton always in red and black shorts, black socks at home. We'll be shooting from left to right unless anything changes. The goalkeeper for Leamington is in a light blue kit, so their outfielders are in dark blue, goalkeepers in light blue. Not quite the most obvious of changes in kit, but Jack Kleckie just kicked against a Leamington member of staff on the pitch as we wait. The referee's whistle as both sets of players huddle around the centre circle. Skippers go in to speak to Daniel Jones before kickoff, and if I get proven wrong and they no longer shoot from left to right, right to left, they swap. Right now it looks to still be that way. Alfreton will have another home game in the coming few days. We host Hereford, another big game at the bottom of Enterprise National League North, with 2 big matches and 2 big results but Alfreton is likewise going into this 5 games without a win now after defeats at Works up on the weekend. But Alfreton will take the kickoff. Sia Legenza and I'm going to apologise right now if I get any of the Leamington names wrong. Normally, we get a chance to speak to the opposition's media staff to find out roughly what position every player will be in, but I have not had the opportunity to do that so far. So it may take a few minutes for me to just get acclimatised to where everybody is. But Alfreton will get us underway. Sila Jensen goes back to Harry Burgoyne in between the sticks, and it's a long kick down the middle, looking for Lewis Salmon, but the header is won by Leamington. Cantrell looks to head back down. He does well to control his chest and looks to turn. Ball is picked up. It looks to come inside. Ball falls into the middle. It's played across goal. Nearly a perfect start for Alfreton, but the ball will trickle out for the goal for throw-in to Leamington Town. Early quick start from the host there. Apologies. Quick start from the hostess. Now look to cage Leamington in. We've seen plenty of quick starts for Alfreton throughout the coming weeks as the fans switch sides to support the Reds. Throws forward, it's picked up in the middle. Cross is blocked. Harry Burgoyne does very well to get to the ball first, as Myra Paz was chasing that ball. Harry Burgoyne can hold the ball for a few seconds. High kick. But Cantrell looks to get the better of the fullback, but can't, and Taylor Anderson picks up the ball, and Leamington can stab the ball out front. Alfreton Town throws. I still try and just figure out who is where. Fern goes inside. Sila Jensen's shot is blocked, but the goalkeeper Eddie Brett can collect the ball. This ball is booted high into the sky, looking for Tatum, but Alfreton can win the ball. The ball bounced. Leckie lets the ball bounce, but Alfreton can clear their lines. Sorry, I apologise. I'm trying to figure out the teams. But Alfreton, Mark Beck lets the stab in inside to Sia. Sia gets the ball back to Mark Beck. He's past his man, a shot, a goal. It's just wide of the target. The goalkeeper with a vital touch to turn the ball round his far post and be a corner to Alfreton. All the early pressure coming from the Reds. So I've nearly got this sorted. This would be an in-swing delivery from Bailey McCann. London runs round to the back post. It's headed out unchallenged by Leamington. It's a swipe clearance, but second ball down the line is much better, giving Leamington something to chase. It's well tracked by Wallace. Tassam doing well to just hold the play up for his team. Burgoyne Bart's commands the ball's cleared high. We're nearly there. Ball comes out to Quaynor at left hand side. Ball comes into the box. Hunt gets a foot and can clear at the second attempt. Thompson with the cross. Quaynor can go back to Mitchell. Mitchell with the high ball looking for the chest of Pass. Pass hits the deck and it'll be a free kick to Leamington. Thompson will take the free kick for Leamington. It'll be a right-footed effort. Struck at the goal, but comfortably wide in the end, and no threat for Harry Burgoyne in between the sticks, who can take a goal kick and let Alfreton reset. High ball from Burgoyne. It was won by Beck, but will fall to Dylan Mitchell and go out to Dan Meredith. He's pressed well by McCann. Will be a throwing to the visitors. Josh Clark receives the ball off the throw, looks to power forward, but Cantrell does very well to get in front of Pass, and the clearance eventually out for another Leamington throw-in. Thrown down the line. It's one in the air by Alfreton. Be out again. Another throw in to Leamington. Dan Meredith take the throw to the right back on that far side, just inside Alfreton half. Comes into Clark, but the clear hooked effort is blocked again by Alfreton and out for another throw into Leamington. But inside this time to Mitchell, comes back to Meredith, finds Mitchell again. He goes back to his centre back, Josh Tomlinson, who can come out this side to Quaynor. Looks down the line, but Jack Lecky's first to the ball, but he's dispossessed by Pass. But Celia Jensen does very well, and Lewis Salmon does even better to win a free kick for Alfreton. It'll be a free kick for the host. Well battled there by Celia Jensen before Lewis Salmon came in to back him up. And Lewis Salmon doing what he does, just dogs around in the middle, all over the pitch for the Reds, and wins the free kick. Nathan Newell will take this free kick. Left foot. It's clipped high, looking to the back post, but it's too short, and Leamington can clear their lines. But Wallace can touch the ball down. Fine, you'll have a second bite at the cherry. Look for Mark Beck this time, who wins his header. The header to Lewis Salmon is met, and Salmon's shot is straight at Breath in between the sticks. Really looking to the far side on Leamington's right. And it's a sidewinder down the line, which will be met by Lund, who heads the ball out for throw to Leamington on that far side. Throw comes inside, is won by Alfreton. The clearance is blocked and will be an Alfreton throw on the far side, just inside the Alfreton half. As Leamington looked to be preparing an early sub, perhaps an injury. Just 10 minutes in. Down the line, long throw from Lund, looking for Beck, can't quite win the header, but it's kept in by Meredith. It's hooked high by Newell. Wallace up, jumping pass, wins the header. Benny McCann lets come away with the ball, and goes back to Hunt. You can just find Burgoyne, but he's pressed down by Paz. high by Burgoyne, looking for Beck. Beck heads down for Cantrell, but the head is just a bit short and forces Cantrell back. Newell looks forward to McCann down the line. McCann gets past his men, running down the line, cuts inside, cuts back outside through the legs, delivers a ball, deflected out for a corner. Magical feat by Bailey McCann. Fantastic work from the Barnsley Loney on that far side to get past 3 Leamington defenders and look to deliver the ball into the box. Another set piece for Alfreton, their 3rd corner of the opening 11 minutes. This time be the in-swinger delivery, bright orange boots, number I can't quite see, I want to say Wallace. It'll be an outswinger, so Bailey McCann will get another chance to cross the ball. It's high in the air. The header is won by Lecky's block. Cantrell can't quite get on the rebound. Meredith chasing down McCann. McCann looks to get the ball back onto his left foot. Can he get a ball into the box? Let's go round. Meredith gets his cross. It's deflected, but it's headed out by Quainer. It'll be a throw-in for Alfreton Town. More early pressure from the hosts. But Leamington doing well to survive. Adam Lund takes over the throw-in, and we've come quite accustomed to where this ball could end up. With Adam Lund's long throw, wound up, and he runs, delivers into the box, looking for Mark Beck. He can't win his header. The header clearance is out, and will give Adam Lund another opportunity to load up the throw. Tie into the box. Headed out by Leamington again. It's cleared this time. Just well to win the ball back across in by Lund. It's well defended by Mitchell, only as far as Sia Legenzi cuts back onto his left foot and gets a shot at Brewery's goal. But Brewery does well to diving down to his left, holding onto the ball and denying Lewis Salmon the opportunity to tap home from the rebound. Good hands from the young Englishman. It's high, looking for the number 25, but Hunt wins his header, stopping Thatcher from the ball. Great covering header around, but Sia Legenzi using his head to knock the ball forward for looking down the line. It hits the deck from the pressure of Quainer, and it'll be another set piece for Alfreton, this time just inside their half. With Harry Burgoyne talking to Max Hunt about who could take the throw in. It's the Leamington sub. Takes off his bid. It'll be Street coming on. Number 5, Theo Street, as Physio enters the frame. Number 6, Josh Tomlinson, who looks to be making way. He's one that's gone down. So I apologise, I've only just turned the scoreboard on. But it's 0-0 as it's been as Street looks to make his way onto the pitch.
Substitution for Leamington. Number 6, Josh Tomlinson. Press number 5, Theo Street.
It's been an injury for the youngster. Wishing Tomlinson all the best in his recovery. It's never nice to come off the football pitch injured, especially just 15 minutes into a game. I'm sure he would, as much as anyone, would have been eager for 3 points after Christmas. But Harry Burgoyne will take the set piece, and he delivered high, looking for Mark Beck. Beck can't win the header. It's good defended by Leamington as they double up on him. McCann gets a shot off. Brewery does well to hold again. Brewery's 4th save of the game, already 15 minutes in. Best piece of action so far being the dive down to his left to deny Mark Beck in the opening 4 minutes. But this kick's high. It's won well by captain Adam Lund. Lewis Salmon battles. Can't quite win the ball. Meredith can clip the ball down the channel. It's knocked down by Newell and will trickle through to Harry Burgoyne. Quite fortunately for Alfreton Town, Burgoyne will take all of the allotted 8 seconds as the referee counts down to boot the ball high into the sky. Once again looking for Mark Beck, but Street looks to get his first touch of the game, but Beck beats him to the punch and his header trickles through to Brewery in the goal. It's quick off his line from the youngster. Rolls the ball out. Beck will press the ball down, but we know this ball's going long. Looking for Paz, who's beaten in the air by Hunt. jumps down into the middle of the field where no Alfreton player is near, giving Leamington the chance to bring the ball down and play out to Meredith. Goes back inside to Kraut, who just played Street, gets first touch of the ball and become accustomed to the game. Takes down the line to Meredith as Leamington just enjoys spell on the ball. It's just deny Alfreton the opportunity to create chances. It's a clip by Street. It's over Lecky. Thompson looks to chase, but it's just over hit. Thompson can't quite keep the ball in, but Leamington looking for that diagonal pass from the centre backs over to wingers. It's a third attempted ball. This first one to Thompson. The other two coming from the my far side of the pitch, but Alfreton so far able to deal with challenges that diagonal ball has offered them as the Leamington away support behind Harry Burgoyne goals chant about drawing away. Only 15 minutes in, a long way to go. As Paz's header is one, it's only headed back. Leo Legenza looks to find Salmon. The ball has been cleared off Lewis Salmon, but the ball has correctly gone the way of Leamington. Be a chance for Quainer. Chance for Quainer to throw the ball forward. The Street will drop off to give that option, but National League North, typical fashion, will be played down the line. Percentage ball. Lecky does well to win the ball. Salmon jump, unable to reach the ball, but he's chasing down the hooked ball. Beating Street to the ball. He looks to have overrun it, but he's done very well to keep it in play. But his sliding cross is well collected by Breary under no pressure, as he's heard instructions from his gaffer to look to play to the right after setting up to the left. But he uses a lot of time very well, and he's rolled it out. But ball inside to Tatcham. Tatcham tries to flick, but it trickles through to Alfreton's. Frustration of the Leamington's faithful. Hunt looks to play forward, but ball is lost, and Hunt can go back to Burgoyne. He's pressed down by Paz. Burgoyne's ball to Sia is a good one, and Sia fortunate to get the ball to drop to his feet. It looks to run against two. Leamington man needs to get a ball into the box. He has. It's flashed across the box. It's cleared onto the edge where Wallace is there, and he goes back out to Sia. Sia, another opportunity to deliver. This cross is blocked, but it bounces back to the body of Sia, who looks to run at his man this time. He's doubled up on that far side. It's a good tackle by Leamington, but it will be a corner to Alfreton Town. Good work by Sia Legenza. Had two opportunities to get across into the box. Attempted twice, blocked the second opportunity. Looked to charge into the box. As any defender knows, they don't want to be backpedaling into their box where Trading Like could potentially give away a penalty. But well blocked in the end. It's a good tackle, and Alfreton will get another corner. Fifth of the game. Been in-swinger again from Benny McCann, with Wallace and Newell back against Tatcham. Everybody else in and around the penalty area on my right hand side. Ball is lured into the back post. Breary does well to catch and does very well to hold on to the ball as it looked to perhaps slip through his fingers, but he's done very well and looks to play it early, looking for Tatcham, who looks to beat Newell in the foot race. Nathan Newell done well to get around and clip the ball forward. Stays on the pitch where Adam Lund will have a look up and clip, looking for Mark Beck. He heads the ball straight up. That is a push in the back by Wallace, and it's a free kick to Leamington on the halfway line. Two players charging in. Two hands in the back, free kick. $18 minutes in. Harry Burgoyne yet to be challenged. Brewery being the much busier of the two keepers. Only being stretched the one time from Mark Beck, 4 minutes into the half. But it will be Mitchell who will stand over the free kick. Clips the ball up. One in the air by Lecky. Not the ball the manager's looking for. He wanted it in behind, but it's too short. Hunt does well to just chop inside his box and look for Lecky. Can play down the line. Ball is short, and Clark win the ball, but it's Thompson win the ball. Comes inside past Lecky. Looks to get a shot off. It's blocked. The ball is cleared only again to Clark, who can find Mitchell. goes back to the number 23, Kraut, who can just reset. And Leamington looks to go forward again with another one of those long balls down the channel. Head won by Newell, falls too high and it goes inside. Sealer Jensen's pressed well by Quainer. Sear gets the ball stuck under his feet. Does very well to just keep hold of the ball. Fantastic spin by Sear in the middle of the park. Looks to get Alfreton away. He looks to dink over to Mark Beck. It's over Beck. It's fallen to Salmon. Gets his shot off. It's blocked and the blocks. Ball tangled into his feet and just fell very kindly to Breedery, as I try to think of the words to describe what I've just seen. But Breedery rolls the ball out. And Mark Beck as well to put pressure on the keeper. But the ball down the line again is won well by Newell. Seconds by Wallace. But the ball goes out for the Leamington throw in the middle of the Alfreton half. Leamington 15 without a win, as we mentioned before. The game currently rooted to the bottom of the table. 5 points behind Alfreton, who sit in 23rd. Alfreton only 5 without a win in the league. But a win here could see Alfreton exit the bottom 4. Burgoyne is quick off his line, but the flag is up anyway to deny Tatcham. It will be, the referee will play the offside despite Burgoyne having the ball. Burgoyne told to go back. He's stolen too much ground. The referee rightfully telling Harry to take the ball back to where the offside occurred. Everybody up, Alfreton. Typical Harry Burgoyne fashion. High into the sky, looking for Beck's over Beck and out for the Leamington throw. It's tough being Mark Beck. The opposition know he's the target and they tend to double up and give him a little nudge. But Mark Beck, we know how good he can be at controlling the ball and just flicking the frame he's got. It's not quite worked out in the opening 21 minutes of this match for Mark, but over to go. Mark's experienced striker, he'll know how to deal with little nudges and pushes and kicks from Leamington, or any side for that matter. But Leamington will have a throw in just in line with the D of the centre circle. As the ball is found to Mitchell, who looks cut down the line, but it's poor and intercepted by McCann. He kicks the ball high into the sky. Mark Beck looks to flick. The head is too strong, and Kraut can clear his lines. Cantrell up and does very well. It looks to have taken a hit afterwards, and a few shouts from the fans in the crowd to ask for a yellow card, but it's not enough in that for me. Say a booking should be entailed. But Harry Burgoyne will take control of the situation by having a free kick. Manager Jake Buxton just barking commands at Harry where he wants the ball delivered. Perhaps Burgoyne's not quite hit deliveries he's wanted so far in the opening quarter of this game. But another opportunity for Alfreton to get a ball onto that Leamington defence. Right then, Burgoyne's flatter delivery was flicked on, but it's not a strong enough connection by Adam Lunn, and Breeley can collect again. It's well caught by the keeper. He looks to go down the channel again, looking for Thompson. Leckie very well to head the ball, but goes inside the ball. Lund finds Beck, controls his chest and looks to go out to McCann. McCann finds Salmon. Alfreton, fantastic play so far as Lewis Salmon looks out to Sealer Jensen on his right side. Quaynor standing him up. He's delivered into the front post. Salmon can't quite get there, and it's cleared by Street, but Sealer Jensen picks up the rebounds, comes inside, looks to dink over, but there's no one out on that left-hand side. Sealer Jensen's chasing down his own pass. It's cleared well by Meredith. Lund does very well to get in front of his man and win the header, but perhaps come on too strong, and the referee has awarded a foul. And there'll be a free kick to Leamington, as this game can be summed up by free kicks on the halfway line, lumping the ball forward, kicking the ball into the halfway line, winning a free kick, lumping the ball forward. That's how both sides choose to play, as we've seen how difficult Alfreton can be to break down in open play. Set pieces tend to be where we come unstuck. The referee has already been told to rush things along as Leamington do look to slow things down in the opening core of this game. It's taken, it's flipped out, looking for Tatcham, but it's won well by Adam Lund, the captain. Number 20 can pick the ball inside, looks fine, inside to Tatcham. Shot comes and goal, but Harry Burgoyne holds well. That's his first call of action in this game. It's a fantastic turn by Tatcham to get and an early shot on target, done very well from Leamington point of view. Burgoyne boots the ball high into the sky. Mark Beck challenging, but he's won well by Kraut. Falls to McCann on that Alfreton left-hand side. McCann keeps it in and finds Newell. Newell is pressed and looks fine inside. The pass is poor to Salmon, and Leamington can come forward. Mitchell looks for Berridge. Berridge back out wide. Comes cut inside to his left foot. Is headed away by Hunt. Ball out to his left side. Looking for Thompson. Is loose, and Thompson looked to have been coming from an offside position anyway, so he has left the ball, allowing Lewis Salmon to just control and come inside. We see Legenza can hold the ball up due to pressure of Quainer. Side Legenza clips down the line, stayed under pitch. Lewis Salmon attempted flick header, falls inside to Ross Wallace, who's pressed by Payne. Great work by Wallace in the middle of the pitch, but it's a poor pass by Newell, given away to Dan Meredith. And Thompson has a chance to turn, but his touch is loose, and Salmon can win the ball back and find Sia Legenza. Salmon bombing forward. Pass has found him. Sia Legenza is very well to find Salmon, but Salmon has been pressed by Street, and it's a good tackle by Street. There's calls for something in that corner, but I've not quite seen what's gone on. But it'll be an Alfreton Town throw. Another opportunity for skipper Adam Lunds to get his trademark throw into the box. As we've seen a lot of Brewery, as I mentioned a few times now in his opening half, but again, it's not really been stretched since the opening exchange. It's been nice to see a good effort on target from Alfreton. But Adam Lund launched into the box. It's headed on by Beck. He's cleared by Leamington very well, only as far as Adam Lund, who lets the ball roll out. What was he throwing? It's the second ball. That's normally where the main threat will come from. It's not normally the floated ball by Lund. It's normally what could happen from a flick or half clearance. Caught of commotion in the box, but the header is cleared by Cantrell. Looks to find Mark Beck, who shots is into the bottom right-hand corner at Brewery's near post. Mark Beck does very well, as I was saying about the long throw. It's the second ball in the long throw. The ball is not cleared by Leamington, and Cantrell's header to Mark Beck is controlled well by Beck and shoots on the spin and finds the bottom right-hand corner of Brewery's goal. 1-0 to the Reds, 27 minutes in. And I'd argue it has been coming, and it is deserved, and it's natural progression of this game so far. But Mark Beck scored once again. It's a big goal in this Enterprise National League relegation 6-pointer. Yes, only Christmas, but that goal has lifted Alfreton to 21st in the table, level on points with Peterborough Sports, who are currently drawing. There's a long way to go yet, so a lot of work for both sides yet, and a lot more gains just for today. We look to approach the half an hour mark. Alfreton now having the lead, but it's cleared high into the sky from Wallace. Mark Beck perhaps gets stretched the ball wrong. It's cleared even higher by Benny McCann on the follow-up. Lewis Salmon will put pressure on, but bless Lewis Salmon, he's not the tallest bloke. He's done very well to have won that header. But see, Legenza picks the ball up and skips past, finds Salmon, skipping past Clark, but the pass is poor by Salmon, and Leamington can go forward. It's an even worse pass to Tatcham, as you might have heard from the manager's frustration. So Hunt looks to clip over to Sia. Quainer does very well to win the header, and Thompson has the time to have the ball, and she rolls it back to Street as Leamington fans to my left ironically chant about having the ball. But the ball clipped is poor by Street, and Hunt can regain possession. Good ball to Burgoyne, who clears down the line. Done very well to keep it in. Quainer perhaps two hands in the back of Sia Legenza, but the header is out anyway. And Alfreton Town regain possession for a throw-in just in front of me. Running down the line is won by Thompson. He finds pass, comes inside to Mitchell. It's a good turn by Mitchell. Looks to pass out to Berridge, but Nathan Newell has done very well to get in front of Berridge and clips ball back. But Lund's clearance is high and McCann gets the slices of brush onto the ball, which is enough to put the pressure on Leamington. But Leamington's done very well through Street. Thompson has dropped to the floor. Leckie has gone through the back of Thompson, and it is a free kick. Again, nothing more from me, despite what the manager in front of me thinks he's claiming a yellow card. The screen makes it sound worse than it is, but it's definitely a free kick. Nothing more. It's just timed it a bit wrong from Jack Leckie. Playing right back out of position today so far. I feel he's done quite well. Third away through the game. Half an hour in. It's another free kick just inside the Alfreton half for Leamington. This time Coeno clips it down centrally. But Lund does very well to win the ball. Goes to Clark. His pass has just made its way through to Berridge. Gets a shot in from the edge. It's blocked. And Salmon looks to head back to Newell, who can clip the ball down the middle of the pitch for Lewis Salmon to chase. Lewis Salmon will get to the ball first. He just ran out of pitch, and it will be a throw in for Leamington, which is taken quickly, and it's gone back to the centre back. Kraut is pressed well by Beckby, some even better to get past the pressure, and Leamington can pass out to Street as they look to come out in this near hand side with Quainer. Finds Thompson, goes back inside to Quainer. Not quite seen enough of this from Leamington. They've got the ball on the deck. He's happy to play, and often are happy to let sides do this. They're happy to let teams have the ball in their half. Unless you're Charlie Adam against Chelsea, you're not going to score from your own half. Street looks for Thompson. He's done very well to get that ball down, but Sia Legenza is first to the second ball. He's done very well to knock the ball through the legs of the Leamington defender and is caught by the on-trailing leg of Thompson. Sia Legenza, what a game he's having so far. Fantastic work from the winger to win another set piece for the Reds. Big opportunity for Bailey McCann to deliver into the box, this time from a slightly more central angle, which could benefit a bit of curl on the ball instead of a straight stab at the ball. For one of the oncoming pack to just get the slightest of touch to right goal. McCann whips the ball in, is headed by Beck, and it's out for the goal kick, despite the calls for a corner. Breary will take the ball over to the far side of the pitch to take this delivery. A goal kick. She has and is looking for touchdown, but Hunt, massive call, loud call, header, even bigger. Mark Beck looks to chest the ball down, is unable to, and Leamington can regain possession with Meredith, who clips down the line, but he's won by Newell. Finds Sia Legenza, turns in the middle of the pitch, does very well to get it onto his left, on the edge of the box, it's back onto his right, shot is blocked well by Street, just throwing his body in front of the oncoming shot. And Leamington can look down this left-hand side, but Jack Leckie is quick onto the ball from Quainer. Pass, looks to bring the ball down, to find back to Quainer, who can have another bite of the cherry, but Hunt had loads of time to just touch the ball down and find Burgoyne. As Harry Burgoyne happy to just let Leamington regain shape, and Alfreton can get into the possession that they want. And Mark Beck wins his header. Lewis Sands in a foot race with Street, which Street wins. Clearance is only as far as Nathan Newell throwing down the inside, cuts into the box. Cross is blocked by Mitchell, and Mitchell's clearance is out for a throw, which will give Adam Lund another opportunity to load one up. You saw how effective these long throws can be. With just our last long throw finding the opener of the game. Perhaps another opportunity for a second ball to cause some commotion in that Leamington penalty box. Adam Lund high into the sky. It's won by Mark Beck. Second ball, Leckie's up, bounces it around in the area. Shot is blocked, second shot is blocked. Breary does very well to collect the ball. Very well Leamington to get out of that without potentially a second, but is a scare. They have survived and they can now work something for themselves. with Mitchell coming inside to Pars. He finds Quainer. Looks for Thompson as Leamington are growing in confidence with the ball on the deck. But Thompson asking for options, nothing showing forward, so he has to go out for Clark. Work the ball out to that far hand side. Well, Leamington have had perhaps a little bit more joy. Pass everywhere so far in this first half. Can go back to Clark. Looks inside for Thompson. Leckie out to his man. Sticks a foot in and does not win the ball, and it will be a free kick 30 yards out centrally for Leamington. Thompson shots from the last free kick in a similar range, but on the far a bit wider, couldn't work. Burgoyne, this perhaps a better opportunity for the winger, but will have to be something spectacular to beat former Wolverhampton Wanderers, Shrewsbury and Morecambe. Goalkeeper, tons of EFL experience, even as recently as last season, but screamers do happen. We know the risk of a free kick from 30 yards out. Burgoyne will have to be vigilant as Thompson looks to be lining it up. Three-man tall wall for Alfreton, Beck, Leckie and Hunt. Not Hunt, apologies. The shot comes in and it's up and over the stadium and into the street behind the ground. Much to Pam's frustration, she goes to collect that ball. But perhaps a let off for Alfreton. You keep giving up teams opportunities like that. One will perhaps create commotion in the box. Set pieces again so far have been downfall for Alfreton these last few months, but so far going strong as we enter the last 10 minutes of the half. Burgoyne takes the ball, delivers it down centrally. Mark Beck can't quite make connection. Salmon's beaten in the air by Kraut. Clearance finds Wallace. He looks down the line. Meredith is first to the ball. Doesn't quite realise how much time he has and looks to take it down, but he's done well to click the ball forward where Lund can win the seconds. And Thompson looks to get the ball down. Leckie this time quick onto the touch and winning the ball as pass can go out to Berridge on the far side. From inside to pass. He looks down the line, but it's touched down well by McCann. He can clip the ball forward himself where someone will chase, but perhaps asking a bit too much from 25-year-old. Cantrell will press the ball down. Leamington will do their standard long ball over the top, where Tatcham does touch down this time and does very well to evade the tackle of Max Hunt. Max Hunt has recovered. Tatcham hits the floor, and rightfully so, it's a free kick, and the referee has reached for his pocket, and Max Hunt will be the first booking of today, this afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it, this game. Rightfully so. Max Hunt had a few bites at bringing Tatcham down. He knew he was pulled out of position, and he didn't want to leave a gaping hole in the middle of Alfreton defence. But Thompson, perhaps a third opportunity to shoot. This is more the range where he shot the last one. But Vime Leamington, I'm asking for a delivery into the box here, but Thompson clearly has backed himself so far, and perhaps we'll be lining up another one to try and catch us out. Two-man wall this time, Salmon and the Genza. Tasked with the job of blocking anything coming towards the goal. Thompson lines it up, shoots again. Burgoyne does very well to hold on to the ball, but it's a shot on target for Leamington, the second of the match. As Burgoyne calls the Alfreton forward, as the referee counts down. Burgoyne can deliver high into the sky. Meredith wins the header and heads the ball out. And the referee has said 0 and he was counting down by the time Burgoyne did release the ball from his hands, to the frustration of the bench in front. And if you're going to say 0, time's up, but the referee, that's what referees want. And Leamington can just regain the ball, and Breary has all the time in the world to pass to Kraut. And clip it down, Century looking for Tatcham again. This time Lund's done very well. Midfielder turns centre back and finds the Gens. That midfielder in him still got the eye for the pass. But Hunt can collect the ball and looks to clip down the channel for Sia, whose touch is loose, but Salmon can collect the seconds, but Street does very well to get in between. Leckie pushing high on Thompson, has to be careful. He's already committed 2 fouls on the wing, and a third would surely lead to a booking. Hunt does very well to just chest the ball down under pressure. Tatcham Berridge looks to go across to Nathan Newell. But Newell looks for McCann as Meredith up behind him, but it's passed back to London. Alfreton just enjoying a spell on the ball. They're allowed to have the ball on the deck. And Alfreton look to play through the thirds. Wallace goes out to Lund. 5 minutes left to play here, and Alfreton just having a spell on the ball. As Leamington ask their front four to press the ball. Lecky's clipped down the line, has clipped the ankles of Thompson, but Lund does very well to win the seconds, and Lecky can go back to Burgoyne, and Alfreton Town back in possession. Burgoyne's just happy to hold the ball and wait for Leamington to come to him, which he's in his right to do, as Hunt clips down the channel, asking a lot of the forwards to win that ball, but Street wins the header, as he is the clear favourite for that ball. As Wallace's flick forward is deflected off two Leamington bodies, and Leamington can come forward to create a chance. Their own McCann is sprinting Meredith down. Meredith crosses into the box. Lund flicks the ball down. Often with the composure, just pass the ball to McCann on the edge. His clearance is poor, and Clark has a shot from range, which Harry Burgoyne was always going to be the favourite for. And does very well to just hold the ball and roll it out for clipping forward for Mark Beck, who has had two hands into the back of him. But he's done very well to just work the Leamington back line. Clearance down century, which Lund does win, but shins it out to Thompson as Lecky is beaten again by the winger. This time Salmon is the one to bring Thompson down. Thompson looks to be not creative, he hasn't created, but he's got the ball down. He's looking to have maybe a dribble or two, and it's winning free kicks for Leamington. But Thompson's touch has always taken him backwards so far. Perhaps you want your winger to be going direct at fullbacks instead of coming inside. But Cantrell does what Cantrell does, and he reads the game so well. As Salmon looks for Legenzi, he wants Lecky to get round him, but Lecky, the centre-back in him, is conservative, and he's not going to go around. See, as Lecky holds the ball, Leamington look to come forward. And Lecky looks for Salmon, but you're asking a lot for a 5'4" man to win headers against centre-back. But see, Legenzi chest the ball down, his touch is loose, but he can't quite get on the end of the ricochet between him and Kraut. But Quaynor has a chance to drive down the line. Cuts inside Salmon, cuts back outside Salmon, and clips looking for Tatcham, who has stayed onside. Lecky, the Hunt does very well to not make the challenge, and the cross is blocked by London. Leamington will have the corner. Tatcham playing on the last man, they're doing very well to stay onside, and even better to come inside to the box and try and get a ball into the box. But Leamington will have a corner. Their first of the game, coming 43 minutes into the match. Alfreton have got to be careful to make it into the half with their lead intact. Everybody back for Alfreton. Lewis Salmon, the highest man forward on the D, but the referee has seen something he's not happy with before the delivery is into the box, perhaps with Harry Burgoyne and the opposing player on him. The referee's spoken to both players, and the delivery can come into the box now from Thompson. He's gone to the back post, and it's flicked in at the back post by Clark. Another set piece being Alfreton's undoing, as Leamington Town have equalised in the 43rd minute as the fans run across, and Leamington take the ball with them to just delay the restart as long as possible. And the story of Alfreton this last few months since Jake Buxton has come in is set pieces being the undoing of this club. And something has been thrown onto the pitch from the Leamington fans behind the goal. It's not what you want to see. This has been a game played in good spirits so far in this first half. Both teams really going at it, seen an opportunity to get 3 points to help their situation. But as we see so far, about to be halfway through the game, and the game is at a deadlock 1-0, and neither side really benefit from a draw. Well, I played 90 minutes, not 45 minutes, but Alfreton will get the game back underway. Sia finds Harry Burgoyne. He's pressed down by Leamington. The ball has gone high into the sky, looking for Mark Beck, who wins his header, but it's free against Lewis Salmon. Lewis Salmon may leap like a pink-coloured fish, but he's not going to win that header. Sheila Jensen can pick up the loose ball and go back out to Newell as fourth official just prepares the sign. Mark Beck, Quincy's header, Street does very well to covering round, just clears the ball high into the sky where Wallace heads out to Newell and touch the ball down, deliver back into the box where no one is at the back post and Quainer will have time to clear. Thompson can chase Leckie. Leckie does well, win the header. Sheila Jensen's chased down by two. Looks to go outside Quainer and Clark. Quainer does very well to get in front of Sia and see the ball out. But the referee has awarded a free kick right in the corner for Leamington. There'll be 3 minutes of added time when we get there. So we've entered the 3 minutes now. Fourth official, Callum Timperley. Showing everyone behind and in front to make sure everyone has seen some good work from the lino. Fourth official, apologies. We'd like to see more spin action next time. Thompson's been in the air by Leckie. Thompson's boot has come off. It's not intentional by Leckie if he has caught his ankle, because he clearly has, but he's not meant it. And it's not interfered with it really. Thompson talking to the fourth official. He gets his boot on, but Cantrell looks to head the ball forward, and Thompson still hasn't got his boot on properly, but he's trying to just walk it into the ground. Cantrell clips forward, but Leamington have bodies in that hole, and Alfreton don't seem to have anyone. Where Mitchell now has a chance. He clips out to Tatcham, touch the ball down, but Leckie can get the seconds. Thompson just lets the ball go out as he has an opportunity to properly put his boot back on. As the manager's asked a question of the referee who hasn't seen the boot incident, but just because your boot's caught doesn't mean it's a foul. Like I remember years ago in the Premier League, Paul Pogba, Man United West Ham, his boot came off, and when he watched the replay, he did it himself. And if anyone remembers that, some memory you've got, because I remember that for some reason. Thompson has got his boot on now, and he's ready to play, and the referee can blow his whistle to get the game back underway, but Thompson had a time well to this, but it's now just time them now. Referee has told Quainer to play. Quainer still holding the ball high, waiting. Quainer looks down the line. It's one by pass. Leckie and Hunt between them win the headers. Mitchell's loose pass. It's one by Hunt. He clips over. Quainer reaching for it, but does very well to just head inside. Cantrell's beaten to the punch with the ball cleared straight through to Burgoyne. So we enter the final minute, I'd say minute and a half. There's 2 minutes playing on the scoreboard, but we had about 40 seconds of waiting for Thompson to put his boot on. Burgoyne's very happy for the time to just run out. In this first half, Burgoyne high into the sky, looking for Beck. He's not going to be the favourite. Crowd does very well to just get in between ball and player. Salmon leaping like a fish. Not quite a salmon yet, but a good feat by McCann. Let's get back onto his left, but he's crowded by Leamington, and perhaps a better option would have been a shot on your less favourable right foot, but as a full-back at heart, you can't blame him for wanting to get back on his stronger foot. But Sheila Jensen looks to go through Quainer. Quainer stands tall, and his clearance has gone out of place, and very well to get in front of Sia and get to the second ball first, just to clear the ball out. Buxton chasing down the ball as he sees this as an opportunity to regain the lead right on the verge of half-time, as London's in a similar position to where he was when Alfreton scored their opener. It's Lund high into the box. One by Beck, gone straight through to the back post. Leamington will gain possession. The clearance is poor. The referee is allowing the time for this throw. Adam Lund comes across. This will surely be the last passage of play in this first half. A score is locked at 1 apiece. Can Alfreton change that in the dying seconds of this first half and go into the half in much brighter spirits? Lund's throw, it's gone to the front post where it's won by Leamington, and the referee has blown his whistle for half time, and the game is locked at 1 apiece. Mark Beck opened the scoring for the Reds just inside the first half now, 28 minutes inside on the clock, where corner for Leamington in the 37th minute allowed Leamington to get their equaliser through Clark at the back post, yet again from another set piece. And set piece being the main story of Alfreton's first half of this season since Jake Buxton has come in. But as both sides make their way down the tunnel and into their changing rooms, I will be back for the second half. Thank you so much for listening so far in this game, as we get to see who's going to get the 3 points in this relegation 6-pointer. Alfreton have made their way back out onto the field. We now wait for Leamington as I welcome you back for the second half, as I just wait to see if the scoreboard will come back. That's technical stuff I'm not very good at doing because I'm not very good technically gifted, but so far has seemed to have all worked. But Leamington have now made their way out for the second half too. Let's just wait for the open proceedings to begin. This coach goes through their warm-up with the visiting side. As been pointed out, see that Cantrell Bingo has not yet begun, and I'm going to go the unpopular opinion that he's not going to get the yellow card today. And hadn't really committed any fouls in that first half, so I feel I've seen enough in him so you can make it through the whole game. No substitutions have happened from either manager, so we'll be entering the second half. Same way we exited the first half. Both sides are locked at 1 apiece. Same 11s on the field. Quick run through a chance in the first half. Mark Beck with the opening opportunity for either side. 4 minutes in, which was denied by a full stretched Eddie Breary, tipping the ball past his far post. Few pot shots from Alfreton Town, nothing really working the Breary too much, but Leamington had a few chances. Set piece from Thompson, which went well wide, but Mark Beck had the opening goal on the swivel as Leamington have started second half before the corner got Leamington level just before 10 minutes left of the half. But Meredith looks for a pass down the line, which pass has done very well to beat Neil Lund to the ball. But Lund has done well to get back in front of pass and win a throwing, as that scoreboard has now returned, and I am feeling more confident I've set everything up. But the forward throw is towards Beck, and Beck does win his header. See the Jones that is beaten to the ball by Quaino, but Quaino has fallen to the floor, and the referee has taken no interest, allowing Alfreton to get the ball back. But Lecky's first pass is poor, reflecting off Thompson, but the second pass is much better. The Street will do just enough to deny Lewis Salmon and Mark Beck and see the ball out for a goal kick. As the temperature drops even further here at the newly named Solana Stadium, which I am getting used to still. It's weird it not being the Impact, especially with all the Impact advertising everywhere. It's called the Solana Stadium. It's voted to from you guys, the fans. Thanks to Alpha for allowing us to do that and allowing us to have fan voted decisions. Is rare any level, let alone step 2 of the English game. The referee just tells Meredith to take a few steps back, but he's 3 steps different. He's just going to take the steps back now, so don't see much point. But it's happened, and McCann missed the header, but it's cleared well by Wallace on the cover round. Been another throw for Meredith, which again he'll take more steps forward. I don't see too much issue, just a few steps, just a few yards. Throw, but Salmon gets a little nudge to go to throw, but the foul has gone Leamington's way. He's taken a bit of a knock there on the follow through. Can't quite see who's down, but it'll be another free kick for Leamington. Their first of the second half, just inside the half, which I'm sure you're bored of hearing me say as much as I'm bored of saying. But Thompson will take this set piece. Gone into the middle, Hunt does well ahead. Clear, but Cantrell will reach second pass. Line tackle, see Legenda looks to get past Quaino, but hasn't managed it. And Thompson will get a shot off a goal, which Burgoyne holds well. Burgoyne being the first goalkeeper called into action in the second half as Leamington look for an early start. Burgoyne using all of the 6 seconds he has and looked for Mark Beck. He's overhitting. Street can clear lines, and the ball will trickle out for a throwing on that far side. Jack Leckie will take. Adam Lund's pass got the opportunity to launch the ball in. It's a bit far out. Don't want to do the shoulder too much, Lund. As Lecky goes down the line, looking for Beck. It's headed out by Quaynor. Quantrill gets second ball, and Lecky can deliver it into the box. It's touchdown by McCann to Salmon. Looks to get the ball onto his feet. Good feet by Salmon, but he hits the deck after the challenge. The referee pays no attention to Salmon despite the calls from the crowd behind. Not much calls from Alfreton, which show the indication of was it a foul. Mark Beck has the ball on the edge, finds Wallace. Back to McCann out on this left hand side. McCann runs back, looking to create a better angle. He finds Lund, who can clip the ball diagonally, which Brewery thought about coming and does come. Comes strong goalkeeping from Eddie Brewery there. Sort of been impressed with him so far in this struggling Leamington side. And rolls the ball out. It's taken as many yards as they can before Mark Beck closes the ball down. He's clipped down the line where Adam Lund can jump and win the header, but the header's only find Meredith. This time the ball's over skipper Lund, and Thatcher can have a shot which Burgoyne tips over the bar. Is good initiative from the Leamington forward there to try an early shot to catch Burgoyne out, and Burgoyne very nearly caught out there, but has reacted well enough to get a strong hand onto the strike and tip the ball over for Leamington's first corner since they scored in the first half. Here the Leamington drum pounding. It's a great atmosphere here. It's a bubbling short pass. It's back to Thompson. There's another delivery this time. It's through everyone. Ooh, not quite perfect enough for Kraut to get on the ends of delivering. It goes out from Alfreton goal kick. Leamington trying something different there, nearly catching Alfreton out. But McCann just asking a few questions of what Jake Buxton wants him to do. As Leamington look to be getting on top in the open proceedings of this second half. It's not what you want to see from an Alfreton perspective, as at home against bottom of the league you really need 3 points to the position that we're in. Mark Beck wins his header. It's cleared by Kraut. Thatcham does very well to hold the ball off past London. Can find Berridge running down the line, but Nathan Newell, the electric pace to get in front of him. Does very well to get around and kicks the ball off the oncoming winger to win Alfreton Town a throw right in their corner of the pitch. Throw will be taken by Nathan Newell. Adam Lund, apologies. Beck clips on, but no one's there. You have Mark Beck in there. You want someone around, don't you? Header is one, but pass can find Meredith. Meredith comes back inside of Salmon. Find Kraut. And I've just realised that Kraut's full name is Crofer, but on my team sheet it stops at Kraut. So apologies for calling Crofer the wrong name for the opening 51 minutes. My team sheet stops at Kraut. So Crofer, I try and remember 23, not Kraut. But if I do continue to call him Kraut, I do apologise. I have been doing it for 53 minutes so far. But Mitchell has won the ball back for Leamington, for Meredith, who can click the ball down the line where Lund wins the header. The header is bouncing into the middle of the park where Leamington will be first to pick up. Seeing where Thompson looks to turn Cantrell. Cantrell just happy to look Thompson back into his half, but Thompson has done very well to get past midfield, and it's a sliding tackle by the vice captain. He's deemed to have got enough off the ball, but seeing the Gens are looking to go past his man, McQuaden has got the better of Sia so far in this second half. There's another chance for Thompson to run at the Alfreton back line. Come inside to Mitchell. Gets 4, number 17. As Clark spins the ball out to Crofer. Looks down the middle to Tatcham. Looks to come inside and outside. Finds Meredith. Sliding tackle. The linesman has flagged. Just rightfully offside. Despite the calls of the managers, he was in an offside position the last time a Leamington player touched the ball. Burgoyne will take the free kick from the offside position. That's to be expected, and will surely aim for Mark Beck, who hasn't. The ball was very central. It's not quite. Mark Beck has hit the deck following the challenge. He hasn't looked at the ball, but physical game. Lund does very well to beat Tatcham in the air, but its header is only found passing. Leamington have started his second half the much stronger side, which is not what you want to hear from an Alfreton Town perspective. But Nathan Newell will take this throw, and Alfreton needs to find something. But no, he's given it over duty to Lund, who can launch the ball looking for Beck, who beats two Leamington defenders and flicks the ball too straight. Tatcham can get on the end of the clearance to find Berridge. This ball stuck under his feet where Mark Beck has done well enough to win the ball, but the clearance, Berridge and Beck battling, has led to the ball going over the White's line, and rightfully so, led to a throw into Leamington as Mark Beck did get the last touch. Meredith steals 10 yards before throwing the ball forward. Benny McCann heads the ball back out. How many more yards will Meredith steal? Which I only bring up because the referee told him off for doing it the first time he's done it, and then every other time he's allowed it. So that's the only time. As far as I see, it's only a step or two, so not much of an advantage. But the referee's going to call him out on it at least once. We'll do it every time. Thompson can throw the ball into the box. Fantastic sliding. Challenged by captain Adam Lund, who cleared the ball out and deny a strike at goal. As a shot from that delivery would have been in much Tatcham's favour, if that sentence made any sense. Throwing for Leamington. Oh, it's Thompson. Back to Quainer. Quainer Thompson's playing in the tight spaces on that far side. Alton doing very well to just force Leamington back, but quick feet from Mitchell has allowed Leamington a chance to come forward again. But Leamington doing quite well with the ball on the feet as Clark looks to outside the ball over the top. Berridge is not quick enough to get in front of the ball for Hunt. Alton just struggling to make the ball keep the ball and let the ball stick as Lecky swings at the ball and gives the way to pass. He looks for Meredith, who can't quite reach the ball first time, but will do very well to get the ball ahead of McCann. McCann does fantastic defensive duties, just stop Meredith from seeing yards forward. It's a poor pass from Pierce. Pays pass. Poor pass from Pays. But Alfreton really needs to think of a way back into this game, as the opening 10-11 minutes of this second half does not look the most promising from the host point of view. Burgoyne can take this goal kick. Mark Beck more central this time. He can win his header straight to the street. Mark Beck's doing fantastic to win these flicks, but no one's behind him. Clark does very well to get to the ball first, header 7, as Tatcham hits the deck and the referee's not moved. So Burgoyne has possession of the ball all the time in the world. Just pick where he wants this ball to go. He looked for Mark Beck. Beck needs players beyond him, but Sia wins the header this time. 4-2 Streets head. The clearance by Quainer is loose. Hunt can win the header and heads back onto Quainer. The header to Salmon, who heads behind to the edge. He hits deck. Sia Genza looks to turn, but Quainer again getting the better of Sia. And Quainer 3-0 up this second half. 1-on-1 against Sia Genza. You talk about winning your individual battles, and Quainer right now is winning that against Sia, which is a complete turnaround from the first half, where Sia Genza had Quainer on strings, even nutmegging the fullback. But Quainer has clocked onto what Sia is about and is no longer falling for Sia's tricks as Dodu and Abby warm up. Mark Beck wins his header, comes off the defender's hand, but he's not done it intentionally. You can't react to that from that close. Don't know what you want him to do. The pass swings at the ball. The ball goes out for a throw-in, much to Leamington's bereavement, as he had time and he believed there was a call and he didn't listen to it. Newell wants the throwing short. Adam Lund thinks about it. Takes the throw long, looking for McCann. He just jumps up. Mark Beck gets the foot onto the ball, but Salmon can turn it inside the area. Looking for support. Finds McCann. He lets the ball roll to Newell. He crosses early into the box where Sia is being held by Quainer, but referee not moved. The Leamington bench unhappy with Adam Lund's throwing technique, claiming that Adam is releasing the ball with only 1 foot on the ground. The linesman not happy with not listening to what they're saying so far. I'll keep an eye on the next ones. Anyone cares for my verdict on the Adam Lund throw-in. Brewery takes a throw-in over the halfway line where Lund can win the loose header. Mark Beck is pushed in the back, but seen legal, and Celia Jensen blocks Street's clearance. The ball has stayed in the stadium, not quite bounced onto the pitch despite the fans' best efforts. But it will be recovered from good attendance here today, albeit for midweek. It's 7:45 in the cold in December, in the days when no one knows what day it is. It's between Christmas and New Year's. Lewis Salmon held by Clark. Referee unmoved, not awarding either side a free kick. Both sides had claims for foul on the other player, which might be wide. The referee didn't give it, he sort of both ways. Mark Beck has come back from an offside position. The one time he's won, he's got the better defenders. It's tough. It's tough work for Mark Beck so far. He's not had a lot of freedom. Every time he's flicked, people haven't gambled on what he's chested down. He's got pushes and nudges, and it's hard work being the sole striker in a system like this. And it's why when he is doing it brilliantly and when it is coming off, it's so fantastic for what we want to play, because it is a difficult role to perfect. Mark Beck has done a very good job since coming in to the Solana Stadium doing that job. You can't expect him to not be able to do it every week, because if he could do it every week, he wouldn't be playing at this level. Clark jumps all over Salmon. Referee unmoved. Loose pass middle of the pitch by Mitchell. Ball out for throw-in. Leamington are winning the battle so far in the second half. It's just that quality from Leamington's not there. The battles are won, but every time they win the loose ball, it's a poor pass or poor display from them. It's giving the ball away. As Joe McDonough also gets out to warm up as Dodu looks to make his way back in. Perhaps a change coming forward. But so Harry Hawkins also warming up, some fresh legs in the middle. But it looks like Leamington will be making their second change as Farmer has got kitted up and ready just in front of me. Number 9 to be a striker. But Alfreton have won the ball high up the pitch. It's across into the box. It's missed by Leamington. Berridge tracking round has kicked the ball out for the throw-in. And it will be another opportunity for Adam Lund to line one up. As we saw in the first half, how effective this can be for the Reds. Will we see something similar from perhaps the second or third ball? Like I said in the first half, it's very rare that the first direct ball from the throw leads to the goal. It's normally from the second or third. It's swigged in, it's too close to Berridge, and it hits the post. It's gone out for a corner, it's hit the post, then bounced off a Leamington player. And it will be a corner to Alfreton. Fortunate in the way that the manner of that way that has come around for Alfreton, but they won't care. It's a corner, apologies, and opportunities to get the ball back into the box. Be an outswinger from Bailey McCann. The bright orange boots of the Barnsley Lonely Northern Ireland under-21 international. Smart Beck runs round to the back post. It's swung towards the back post where Hunt is up and doesn't get a clean connection. Leamington can clear. Hunt had opportunity there, free header, and couldn't quite get the connection you'd want as Wallace goes back to Burgon, who will be under pressure as that ball is bouncing. Burgon high, looking for Mark Beck. He flicks the ball onto Salmon. It's not quite the right idea from Beck. He needed him to hold it up there. It would have always been the defender's favourites. Farmer's still waiting to enter the field of play. Burgoyne high, looking for Beck again. Up against Crowford. Beck wins this header, and Meredith can clear his lines. Where Lund will have to battle Tarrant as well to regain possession for Tatum. Meredith has got the ball down his right hand side. He's running past Wallace. Rivers into the box. Oh, it's taken off the foot of Tatcham onto Thompson from the head of Max Hunt. Tatcham onto his left foot. Shot is blocked and goes out for a corner for Leamington. Second half has truly got underway here as we just got over the hour mark, as Leamington will make it a sub now. Farmer, a striker, number 9, young man, will be entering the field for number 11, Berridge. Haven't said his name enough, haven't seen enough of him in this game for a Leamington point of view. That'll be an opportunity for the young man to get a name for himself. Do something on his loan spells. He's not had to best of starts to his Leamington Town career. This will be a corner. Will it be an instant impact for the youngster? Spurs just gets handshakes to the hard yards he's put in. Referee blows his whistle. It'll be an in-swinger for Leamington. Thompson delivers into the box. He's cleared out at the front post, only as far as Quaino, who lines one up and shoots from distance. His head is cleared by Mark Beck, who needs to regain the ground. But it's kicked high into the sky and is allowed to bounce by Alfreton. It's not what you want. You learn to not let the ball bounce, but Meredith cuts inside, just about keeps his feet, looking for the pass through. It hits a bobble, which just puts Newell off, but Newell does well enough to clear against the oncoming Hayes. It'll be a goal kick for Alfreton Town. As Leamington manager calls out to his team to stay on top, and that is the right way. I say the second half has gone. Leamington are on top currently. Alfreton know that one chance is all it takes to get back in front as Mark Beck is beaten in the air by Crowfoot. Crowfoot's header goes back with Sam. The early jump isn't able to win the ball, but Mark Beck with seconds and shoots early. He's always rising, but it's a good idea from Mark Beck to keep the keeper off his line, perhaps forcing him to hit the ball over and get it on target. But Mark Beck unable to get this one on target, and Leamington survive. It's Alfreton's first shot on goal in this second half. Their first opportunity. It's a pot shot from 25 yards out that sails over the bar. Harry Burgoyne has been called to action just once, so which is perhaps the lack of quality in the final third from both sides. Perhaps why both sides find themselves where they are in the table. But a win here can change that for both sides. Brings Leamington back into proceedings. It's so tight down the bottom. Leamington perhaps astray at the bottom, but one win can get Leamington back into the fight. But Alfreton know how vital 3 points can be, and years gone by this place has been a fortress. This place has been tough to go to, and perhaps not been tough enough for away sides so far this season, as we have seen an upturn in form at home, but not enough wins coming for the Reds. As wins ultimately get the teams out of positions that we are in. Draws obviously keep ticking over, but draws are good if you can complement them with the odd win. Draws with the odd losses aren't what's going to get teams out of situations. Obviously it's so much easier to say how to win than to actually do it on a pitch. It's obviously difficult. If it was easy, everyone would win every week. Often looking to get back in as Lewis Salmon can't quite get on the loose ball, and it will be a throw for the hosts, as the Reds yet turn to their bench. Buxton satisfied with proceedings, perhaps. It's a light bench from Alfreton with just 4 players: McDonough, Dodu, Abbey and Hawkins filling up the bench. And Lund lines up, throws inside penalty area where Mark Beck wins the header. It's only against Quaino, dives in. Mark Beck has the seconds. It's cleared by Leamington. Bailey McCann pass out to Wallace, who has time and clips the ball to the back post where Beck and Hunt are there. Beck wins the header. Lecky's header is straight at Brewery, but there's another chance for Alfreton, which they've not had enough of this half. Brewery can collect easily as he tells Leamington to get up the pitch. He uses up the seconds. Brewery can roll the ball forward. He sees that Beck is closing him down at a jog and can then launch his ball down the line. It's headed well by Hunt first and then Cantrell second, but the header is missed by Crowfoot. He then grabs at Legenza, and it is a free kick, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Yellow card similar to what Max Hunt did in the first half. Crowfoot, not Kraut, has got yellow card number 23 for Leamington. Wallace just placed the ball where, if it was far McLean's, the ball was higher up. It's roughly where the ball is. As Wallace argues, it's a yellow card, kicking the ball away. He's referee not listening to the calls of the former Burton man. The EFL experience on him being ignored by the referee. Wallace an opportunity to deliver to the back post where Alfreton have their big men up. Not happy about the wall now, Wallace, as Farmer takes another step forward, and he is quite close, to be fair to Wallace. But Farmer is a short bloke, so he shouldn't be hitting him. And it's over for Farmer to the back post. Header is won by Hunt. It's not fallen for Alfreton. Beck hits the deck, shot is blocked. Referee has awarded a penalty. Much to the frustration of Leamington, much to the cheer of Alfreton Town supporters. There's just hands all over the Alfreton man, and rightfully so. Alfreton get a penalty they perhaps don't deserve the way things gone, but that's not how games work. Games aren't based on stats, it's how effective you can be. And now it's a big opportunity for Alfreton to get themselves in front and perhaps change the dynamic, change the momentum in this game, as getting in front with just 20 minutes left will be so huge, as despite Leamington being on top in this second half, they've not worked Burgoyne. So going in front with such little time left can be so vital. This could be a very, very important kick of the ball for Alfreton's season, as Leamington have just surrounded the referee and pushing players as London's come over to try and calm things down. Leamington doing everything they can to just delay the penalty. If Salmon has the ball at his hands, Mark Beck, I suspect, will be the player to take the penalty. He hasn't missed a few in the last few weeks. Perhaps Salmon is putting the ball down. It will be Lewis who's taken over penalty duties with 20 minutes to go. There's a massive kick of the ball for Alfreton Town season. Lewis Salmon against Eddie Brewery. Brewery has had a good game. Lewis Salmon steps up and shoots to the goalie's right, and it's gone through the hands of Eddie Brewery, who dives the right way but is unable to keep out the Lewis Salmon penalty. Lewis Salmon has put Alfreton Town back in front. There's a low penalty struck down to the keeper's right. It just slips through Eddie Brewery's hands. It's done so well to go the right way, and it is quite a tame penalty from the goalkeeper's point of view. Will be frustrated he's let that one in, but Alfreton is a massive goal for their season. There's 20 minutes left. Alfreton Town are in front for the second time this evening. So you look to escape the bottom four and start their climb up the table. So Alfreton going back in front will lift them to 21st in the table, level on points with Peterborough Sports, who are drawing 0-0 with Oxford City on 22 points, and Alfreton will be 3 points off 17th in the table. It's an important, vital few days in this relegation battle, but it's 20 minutes that are so important to the Red season now. As the free kick to Leamington just inside, it's going to be a nervy final exchanges here. It's a fantastic opportunity Alfreton Town have managed to get themselves into. But Thompson will take what has got to be his 20th free kick of the game. Another delivery where he'll look to the big men who come up. It's a free kick to the front. It's allowed to bounce, and it's just cleared away from Farmer. The header is poor and has allowed Pace a chance. Pace has gone down. Referee unmoved from the flop of the Leamington forward. McCann needs to hold the ball up and he's hit the deck. Referee unmoved again. Ball out for Leamington throw, and he's stolen so many yards there. Again, the referee's going to stop player once. Why not stop player every time? He's still 5 yards. They claim holding not given, throwing given. No, and he's hit the deck again. Leamington bodies all over the place. They try to get the referee to just give them something. They begged referee for something. Referee unmoved, and throwing is taken to Thompson. He looks to skip past Lecky. The cross is coming. It's blocked by Hunt. You see the bouncing ball. He does so well to stop the ball going out for a corner, but it stayed in play. And the pass can get the ball. It was a loose first touch, which has given Alfreton a chance to win the ball back, and it's cleared now by Sal. Mark Beck chasing Street down. Street is blocked. Is fouled. It's correct. The linesman has given that free kick, and Mark Beck has shoulder barred Street in the back, which is why the referee linesman has given that, and it's the correct decision. But it's another opportunity for Leamington to bomb bodies forward, as Lewis Salmon needs to work hard to get back in. It's a loose pass, and Cantrell the opportunity to lunge forward. McCann may have been offside, but we'll never know, as the ball has been deflected out for a throw-in. 17 minutes on the clock. Alfreton needs to calm things down, as Harry Burgoyne doing just that, hitting the deck, allowing Alfreton to breathe and just relax for a few minutes, take on some fluids, get some instructions over, and just calm proceedings down, as they see the momentum of the game is still in Leamington's favour. Apologies, Leamington's favour despite the goal. Leamington manager says players to keep going. They see an opportunity here. This temperature just keeps dropping. It's important that both players don't tighten up to prevent injuries. They need to keep moving. You see McCann doing some stretches on my far side. Burgoyne just receiving treatment. Whereas all this will be added on at the end, I'm sure. But Alfreton just needs to eat up as many minutes as they can. Slow things down as we enter the final 15. So you continue to hear the Leamington drum nice and loud to my right. Leamington aren't without the support of a club that stayed up last season after their playoff winning campaign the season prior, winning the Southern Central playoffs final. Will it be a return? Will it be a dreaded second season syndrome? As Paz has received some treatment, referee has not noticed. So Paz has entered the field after receiving some of the magic spray and perhaps looks to be deep heat, deep freeze on that left hamstring. But Harry Burgoyne is up and ready to go, and it will be a throwing to Alfreton, I believe, just inside their half. It will be, as Jack Leckie has picked the ball up. And referee blows the whistle to get things back underway. Jack Leckie can eat into the time a bit more, and he throws forward, looking for Mark Beck, who's well marshalled by Leamington defence. The street clears the ball high into the sky. Ball drops to Leamington. It's a loose touch, which allows Mark Beck to just win the ball back, but he's not quite able to keep hold of it. And Thompson and Beck can battle as Leamington look to come away with it. Bailey McCann has come away with the ball on that far side. Looks inside to Cantrell, who looks to put it into the box, but Meredith gets there first, only as far as Salmon, who shoots the left foot. Is blocked by Street. It's fantastic block from the centre back. Gets his body well in front of the ball, but Farmer has done well to get onto the clearance. Looks inside to Paz, and it's a chance for Leamington as Alfreton look to get the midfield back. It's four bodies bombing forward for Leamington. Farmer with a delivery into the box. It's headed by London. It'll go out for a throw from Leamington. Fantastic impact from Farmer so far. Fantastic touch. Take the ball out of his feet into the space. And even better delivery, which is met by London on the stretch to clear the ball out for a corner. No opportunity for Leamington to get ball into the box, as they saw how fruitful set pieces can be. A corner of their goal in the first half. Similar time second half to when they scored their first. But Thompson would be an outswinging delivery. It's headed out by Sia. Good header by Legenza. Back to Thompson. Salmon has pressed the ball. Don't show him onto his right foot. He's right-footed. Sia Legenza out to Meredith. Meredith looks to go past Sia. Come inside onto his left. Back to Mitchell, who crosses back to the back post. Is headed out. Half cleared by Hunt. Pass gets the ball on his free spring onto his right foot. He goes back out to Farmer, who looks to beat his man. It's a fantastic tackle. The cross has come in. It's cleared by Cantrell, stopping any corner. There's a chance for Alfreton to get bodies forwards as Leamington are piling pressure on these final few minutes. The street looks to Crofer, finds Captain Clark, goes back to Mitchell, not Crofer. It's a mistake by me, and that's okay because Crofer has now got the ball as Mark Beck has hit the deck. Leamington just holding the ball around the back. Final 12 minutes, and Alfreton keep staying strong in their positions as the Legends are now on this left hand side. As he shot at McCann 10 minutes ago, pulled down to Meredith. Looks to have been overhit as Nathan Newell can see the ball out for the goal kick. It's 12 minutes left for Leamington. Manager rightfully saying plenty of time for the away side to get back into this game, as we've seen how quick games of football can change. That pen I was complaining about Leamington being on top just 20 seconds before the penalty was awarded, and another 20 seconds following that. Alfreton 1 front, so in under a minute Leamington looked like they would be the most likely to be in the side behind. So we've seen how quickly games can change. So Burgoyne will take this goal kick centrally. Looking for Mark Beck, who's beaten Street in the air. The header is too strong, and Brealey will get to the ball first. Brealey does very well. Again, off his line, he's been fantastic sweeping so far this evening. And he's had a brilliant game. Arguably, I think Leamington's best player this evening with Thompson. Cantrell, header is loose, and Clark can chest the ball down and looks to boot the ball high into the sky. But Cantrell wins the ball. Legenza bundles forward. This is a foul from Farmer. It's a lazy tackle, really, from the striker coming back. He just leaves a foot in on Sela Jensen. And he's Sela Jensen. Thank you very much. It's the deck. It's a foul. Free kick off in the middle of the pitch. It's silly from Leamington. As Farmer now complains to the referee about Sela Jensen staying down. The referee, I'm sure, would have stopped his clock anyway, so it wouldn't even matter. Owen Farmer will stay high to look to block, to look to steal as many yards as he can again, as Wallace just takes the ball a little bit wider, just to make the angle more in his favour. As we hear, the attendance is 580 today, so thank you to everyone who came, supported the Reds, as well as all you here with me. Mark Beck ducks to the ball, is delivered, block, cross. Mark Beck can give it back to Hunt, who delivers again. It's flatter, it's overseer. Clark heads clear, and Corden isn't unable to get to the ball. It's Quainer, apologies, but Hunt another chance to deliver into the box. It's missed by Alfreton, it's cleared by Captain Clark, and Wallace can go back to Burgoyne as there's 10 minutes left in proceedings. So Burgoyne goes to the far side looking for Beck, wins his header, bounces past McCann. Breary does very well to come off his line quick and just help his back line off. Ball's rolled out short to Crofer, who can carry the ball forward. It's Mitchell again, sorry, 20 and 23 similar. Mitchell looks to go past Salmon, has often yet to make any changes, 10 minutes left. Salmon can get onto that loose ball and will get to loose ball, side tackle, finds Mark Beck. Mark Beck turns 11 to midfield. See wants it over the top. Mark Beck ignores and Alfreton keep the ball. Cantrell goes back to Leckie, who's under pressure from Thompson. Leckie looking long for Mark Beck. He just chests the ball down. Has an opportunity. Could have shot. Sela Jensen on the left-hand side. Got Newell around him. Sela Jensen shoots. And it's over the crossbar. There's a fantastic opportunity for Alfreton. Came from the work of Mark Beck, just bringing the ball down from the long ball and bringing Sia into play. And Sia using the overlapping run of Nathan Newell as a decoy to pull the fullback out and have a strike at goal, but his effort is just over the crossbar. And Breary having the opportunity now with the goal kick in the final 8 minutes of standard play, with, I'm sure, many more minutes of added time to come. Lund wins his header. He's called for a foul, ignored. Lund wins second header. That's a foul that time, isn't it? That's a book. Unlucky. Clark's the one that's been booked. It wasn't Clark. To the substitute Street. Looks inside. Back to Street. Salmon pressing the ball down to Brewery, but Leamington done very well, just passed. Well, that is a ball here for Meredith over the top. If they can find it. It's passed up by Mitchell. Just run the ball forward. Looks for us inside move of Clark. Salmon backtracking well. Thompson up against Leckie. Thompson the right footer looks coming inside onto that stronger left foot, right foot. Apologies, comes Gets into the centre of the pitch, pass through too many bodies, and Alfreton can block the original pass. Back to Leamington, finds Meredith out on his near side. Back to Mitchell, comes inside as the Leamington have got all the space inside. Alfreton happy to just sit behind the ball. Even Mark Beck, the only one up to press this back line. There's close the space down. Mark Beck, so close to get onto that pass, but it's a chance for Crowford to carry the ball forward. Mark Beck needs to come across. Crowford gets the ball to the back post. Jack Kalecki has Max Hunt up, just had to let the ball down. Thompson just jumps to the floor, calls for a penalty. Not a penalty. And now you can't press the ball down. Silly from the Leamington forward. Billy McCann touched the ball down. Seeing how good he can be this evening. Looks to click the ball for C. He's asked a lot off Sia in this 84th minute. It's perhaps the poor ball to play with the circumstances of this match. It goes to Meredith. Sia chasing the ball down. He's given everything he can to just sprint the ball, work hard, get back into his position. He's been electric, Sia, so far this game. He's had a fantastic first half. Quainer did do well to just marshal, which is why him and McCann have swapped sides. Jake Buxton figuring out that Sia is not getting the better of him, which is why he brought him over to this side where Meredith likes to get forward a bit more than Quainer does, and it's allowed Sia that space. As Max Hunt wins that long ball and it's out for Leamington thrown as more time gets eaten up as the players jump to the jab side of the ball, and he's done about 15 yards, and the referee isn't going to turn him off like he did in the first 5 minutes. But he started more yards there than he did in the first 5 minutes of this half where he told him off. As Leamington go backwards, there's a chance for Alfreton to just steal yards forward into the final 5 minutes. The ball into the middle. It's a shot. Harry Burgoyne parries out wide. It's not cleared by Wallace. No chance for Leamington. With Thompson, Leckie does very well to just get a touch, and it will be a corner. Harry Burgoyne called into action. It's a save he expects him to make, but it's a save he had to make with 5 minutes left to play. It is a corner for Leamington. Everybody back in red. Everybody up in blue, bar Meredith. Opportunity here for Leamington. 5 minutes to go. Referee blows his whistle. Be Thompson again, a delivery. It's cleared by Wallace. And bouncing ball heading around. Leamington have a player on the deck. Pass. Looking a shot. He's tumbled over in the box. Referee unmoved. No calls for a penalty. The management team frustrated with pass. He's done that a lot this evening. And he's not moved the ball again. And he's hit the deck again. And lost the ball again. But Max Hunt wins the header. Savin challenging Mitchell. Mitchell wins the header. But Max Hunt clears high into the sky. And will put pressure on Crowford. Sia Legenda chase the ball down. He's unable to get the ball, but it has crossed the white byline. Sia Legenda has hit the deck with the Leamington player. Both players have tumbled over. The referee unmoved, and the linesman has given the throw in. And both players tumbling over each other has been ignored as both players were given a bit. So who can you really penalise? That's good refereeing. Three minutes left to play. Adam Lund leaves the ball for Leckie to take. I'm not a fan of Leckie and Hunt wearing the same boots. It's not easy to commentate 5 and 6 by wearing yellowy green boots. Beck wins the header. It goes to Mitchell. Mitchell clears. Done very well. Good defending from Alfreton to get in the front. But two players have hit the deck. The referee has blown the whistle and he's booking, I believe, Sia Legenda he is booking, but he stopped the play, which is why Leamington are complaining. Leamington had a chance to break, but the referee has pulled it back for the foul by Sia. Both players going for the ball. Sia getting more demand, the Leamington player winning the ball, which is why the referee has given the free kick. 2 minutes left to play here. Final proceedings, a massive 2 minutes plus stoppage time for Alfreton season. Breary with the free kick. High. Oh, look at the head of Mitchell. Hunt wins the header. Wallace needs to chase down the seconds, but Thompson is first to the ball. Flips inside. Passes block. Pass with a shot. But it's just over Harry Burgoyne's right hand side of the goal. Fantastic curling effort from Pards. Just too high as some of the fans behind the goal believe they just found the equaliser. as time is ticking away for Leamington to get back into this game. Harry Burgoyne takes this goal kick. It's going towards Mark Beck. Crowfoot's done very well to win that header. Jack Leckie standing up Thompson. Thompson looks for Mitchell. Mitchell out to Quainer. Quainer down the line past McCann. Max Hunt does very well to get his head in front of the man and is out for throw-in. Another throw-in to Leamington Town as into the final minutes now. He's stolen, well, about to be into the final minute. Perhaps a bit premature for me. I'm just counting down the seconds, so the referee can blow the full-time whistle and this all be over. But it's not over, and Alfreton have to defend as the captain passes out to his hand right near side, but Sia wins the ball, comes inside, just eats up time. It slips, trying to turn. As two players come through, Sia the Genza hits the deck. And the referee has given a free kick to Leamington for handball. Perhaps a push in the back, maybe. With the referee unmoved, he doesn't think it's a foul, and Sia has stopped the ball with his hands, which then you could argue would be handball and a second yellow. But Meredith has left the ball for the goalkeeper Brewery to take. There'll be another chance for Leamington to launch ball into the box. 10 seconds to go. Brewery is a good delivery central. Burgoyne has hit the deck and is on the floor, and the referee has spared Harry Burgoyne's blushes as Harry Burgoyne tries to get Leamington player to stand up, and Leamington have just come over to start scrap. So you have 6 minutes of added time, and Leamington have just given up playing football and trying to start a fight. Much to the manager's frustration, he wants his side to just get on with things. This is going to go in Alfreton's favour. More time's going to get eaten up because of this. But Harry Burgoyne, the initiator, the free kick has gone Alfreton's way. He then told the Leamington player to get up, perhaps not happy with what he did to block him off. And then Leamington just swarmed the goalkeepers. Alfreton have come over to defend their man, which they're right to do. But free kick still Alfreton's favour. Referee having a word with Burgoyne. He's booked Harry Burgoyne. He's not booked any Leamington player. Thompson just tells Burgoyne where the free kick can be taken from. That has eaten a minute. I'll be interested to see if that minute will get added on. So we've got 6 minutes added time, which only really is beginning now, even though we're minutes in on the clock. But Burgoyne kicks it as hard as he possibly can. Crowfoot wins the header. Mark Beck can chest the ball down. Finally see the Genza, who strikes. Its strike is tame, and Brewery can hold on to the ball easily. Sia working back. It's 5 minutes he needs to work. Also look to be making a change. Oh, no, it's not Alfreton, sorry, it's Leamington who are looking to make their final change. Burton, number 18, is ready to come on, but before that happens, Leamington look to get the ball forward and change things with the 11 they have on the pitch. As Meredith moves the ball into the middle of the pitch to Mitchell, carries the ball forward, looking for the pass, but he's forced to find Clark. Clark comes to Street. Street finds Crowfoot. Crowfoot looking for the diagonal pass. They've tried all afternoon. He comes inside to Parsday. Finds Meredith. He's blocked off from going down the line. It's back to Crowfoot. Crowfoot clips down the line. It's a great pass to Thompson, who can turn. It's a shoulder barge from Alfreton, but it's not a foul. It's not been given. Cantrell is very well. Yeah, the studs were up. I can see why they're unhappy, but perhaps the amount of ball was what went in Cantrell's favour. Benny McCann has a chance to end the game. He wins. He does not get past his man, and Cantrell can go back to Jack Leckie. 2.5 minutes gone here. Wallace, poor pass, and he's dispossessed. And it's a chance for Leamington to come forward. Lewis Salmon just take a yellow card. Meredith has an opportunity to come inside. Looks for Thompson. Fans pass. Ball's a bit behind him, slows things down. Pass has made it out this far side. Pass sets the ball back and goes to Clark. Finds his man in the gap. Meredith can't cut inside. Lund finds Sia. Sia boots it down the line. Mark Beck can chase Crowfer down. Crowfer has got time though to turn and has turned. Mark Beck pressing the ball down. But Mitchell is back in. I mean, number 11, he's already come off. Paz can turn in the middle. Finds Meredith on this right hand side. He looks to come inside, cross the ball to the back post. Hacks Hunt, massive corner, even more massive header. Mark Beck chests the ball down. Lewis Salmon clips for Sealer Genza, who does very well to win the ball down and clip for McCann. McCann's not going to win that header though for Sia. It's the right idea. Lewis Salmon charging forward, doesn't win the ball. And Leamington, another chance to come forward. Clark out to the far side, finds the substitute. Owen Farmer, who's been brought down. It is a foul. It's another free kick for Leamington. 2 minutes to go. And Burton is coming on. D'Amico Burton, number 18, will come on for Leamington. Myro Pays is the one to make way and pass. Pays, I've called him so many names today. Myro, I can't say either one of his names. Few loose touches from the player coming off, which perhaps has slowed things down in Leamington perspective. Frustrated himself to come off side behind. So they don't deserve to be behind, but with 1.5 minutes to go, Alfreton do have an advantage. Delivery is into the box by Thompson. It's high but not far. Nathan Newell has got a nudge in the back, but Tower has got the ball in the corner. Just got out, but he's given the ball away, and Alfreton can clear their lines. It's only as far as the halfway line. It's chased down by McCann. It's a fantastic spin by Mitchell. Into the last minute of the added time. It comes out to this near side where Meredith is chased, but Sealer Genza gets to the ball first. His touch is loose. It is a tired touch from C. He's worked brilliantly this second half. He's worked very hard, but Quainer is coming forward. Clark to Meredith. Meredith looking to get past Sia. Sia did fantastic work to protect Nathan Newell since coming over to this hand side. Lewis Salmon press down Quainer. Lewis Salmon needs the work. Everyone else is back for Alfreton. 30 seconds to go. Cantrell slips, perhaps giving Thompson the space he needs. Cleared by Hunt. Massive clearance. Alfreton getting up the pitch. Brewery has the ball and he's gone early, short to Leamington. Left hand defender Mitchell. He's filling in the gap Quainer has left by bombing forward. Clark's long ball is blocked by Wallace. As we have played 6 minutes, but remember the first minute of that at a time was the scrap, so I'm sure there is potentially as long as another minute to play. Clark has the ball on the halfway line. He clips to the back post where it's headed clear by Mark Beck, who's fit in to that back four, making it a back five. The central centre back is chipped up again. It's headed out again. It's on the edge of the box. It's cleared by Hunt. Turned back to Legenza. Legenza just eats the time up. Run forward. Still yards. Get Alfreton up the pitch and just go to the corner. He leaves the ball and he's hit the deck. It is a free kick. The correct decision. Leamington can argue all they want. He's got a red card. Clark has just body slammed Sia Legenza in the corner and got his second yellow card. Not what you want to see when you're bottom of the league and you're captaining your side in the 96th minute to get back into a game. But once again, fantastic work by Sia Legenza to run down where he's picked the ball up on the edge of our box, to run the ball past multiple bodies, and with tired legs, he's played 96 minutes, he's shattered, he's ran his socks off and got here, and he's won Alfreton a massive free kick and set piece in the 97th minute of 6 minutes at a time. Perhaps the final proceedings of this game. Wallace, if I'm you, I'm clipping it to that far side no one's at. He clips it. It will go out for a goal kick. Referee's allowing to be played when we're about to hit the 8th minute of 6 added on. It's not over. The ball is clipped high. Hunt heads the ball very well. The referee has blown the full-time whistle. A massive 3 points for Alfreton Town as Sia Legenza hits the deck. He's worked so hard this evening, but if that does not epitomise what Jake Buxton is working for this side, to battle, to grind, to when things aren't going your way, to just keep on going. And Alfreton have got the 3 points that the first half had showed they deserved. Perhaps not the better side in the second half, but they will not care. It is 3 points on the table and a win for Alfreton, their first in 5, as that win takes Alfreton to 21st in the table after 23 games played on 22 points, level on points with Peterborough Sports, just the 4 points off 18th and the 1 point off 19th. Alfreton have a massive game against Hereford on the 3rd of Jan, another relegation 6-pointer, this time against second bottom Hereford after today's results. Alfreton Town 2, Leamington 1. Massive 3 points in this stage of the season against a side in and around where Alfreton are. Thank you to everyone who's been listening or watching and has just experienced what I've just experienced. Thank you so much for sharing this with me and letting me share this with you. But full time here at the Solana Stadium, Alfreton Town 2, Leamington 1.